It's not the easy way out. It's never ever the easy way out. Being impacted by suicide for several reasons. I am a past suicide attempter. I have tried to take my own life several times in the past. First of all from a really young age of 11, all the way up until on and off. I was about, I think, just before I fell pregnant with my daughter. And also I've seen my brother try to take his own life as well, and had to go in and intervene and help get him the support, and still trying to get him the support what he needs. So it obviously impacted a lot of my younger life. It impacted the family I had around us, and it's really mostly affected us quite bad. I didn't really have the support back then of what I have now, which I do look back and reflect on a lot, and that's my drive for a while, to help other people. I feel there's a lot more care and compassion, there's a lot more understanding, but at the same time there's not. There is still that judgement there and that stigma of like, oh, you've got mental health, or just pull yourself together, you're alright. Life's too short, go out, go and live it. But I do feel a lot more people actively talk about those struggles and don't feel that shame at the same time, rather than keep it to themselves and just keep things locked up. The thing why I think the problem is, it's alright sitting talking about things amongst your friends and family and sharing it in that sense. It's then when it goes into the medical practitioner side of things where it's a struggle, because then you're walking into a surgery and people's talking to you like a robot. They're reading off a screen, they don't show that care and compassion, they don't look at someone like a human, which has been one of my biggest drives to become a mental health nurse, which I'm going to do in September. Because I want to be that person sitting in that chair, because I've been there, I've been through it, and equally had that person sitting there who's reading off the screen every year and arguing with said GP and said, you're not going to talk to us like a human. I'm sitting here pouring my heart out, I'm broken. Just treat us with a bit of care. Have you not been through something like that yourself? Are you like human? Just like actually look at us, acknowledge us, and they're still just sitting reading off a screen, and that's not the way life should be. You should treat everyone how you should want to be treated yourself. I do think it's very difficult. I think it's kind of something what you get most. I feel like someone who's sitting there who's gone through it themselves is going to show a lot more empathy than someone who's just been like, well, I'm coming into this job for money's sake. Because then they're just going to sit and read a black and white background, sit and look at a case study and be like, right, this is the way it is. Whereas if you've been someone who's sat there with someone who's brought the heart and says, I don't want to be here anymore, I want to die, you're going to then show that empathy and be like, I know what this person's feeling like, I know what this person's going through, I want to help this person. But there's just far too many robotic people out there, which is really sad in a sense. But then it should drive more people to help each other as well. The easy way out. It's never ever the easy way out. People have that judgement of, oh, they've done it because that's it. But I'm sorry, I'll use like my examples to sit on the edge of a hill with a noose around your neck and wanting to jump off it, and to be arguing with your head and hearing all these things inside your head of you to go and do it. That is the last resort. Like, you know, if you're going to jump off something like that, like people who jump off bridges in front of trains and things like that, you know you're going to die at that point. And for you to then take that step to go and take your life, you feel like you've got no more purpose. It's not an easy way out. That is literally the very, very last resort you're going to go to. And 9 times out of 10, these people have looked at all different options before they've then got to that point, and they haven't got the help and they haven't got the support. They've probably just got people sitting going in there going, well, get a grip, you'll be alright. For me, it was just because I had a lot of pressure around us. I was a carer for my mum from a young age, and my mum had mental health problems. So again, the stigma, oh, your mum's been in the nut house, your mum's a nut, or you're staying at your auntie's house and coming into school in a taxi, why are you doing that for? And then the questions. And I got bullied a lot from primary school, then going into secondary school I got bullied on my appearance because I was a bigger girl and because I was loud and because I had curly hair, and then because it then went back to my upbringing of being with my mum as well. And it was difficult. It was really difficult. And then just still trying to play the, oh, I'm alright. And then when I did eventually sit down and say, no, I'm not alright, was, I'll just get a grip. Like, life's too short, get a grip. And I was like, no, I'm genuinely struggling, like, I need help. And it got to a point where the first attempt, it was just after my 11th birthday, and it was the second attempt was slightly worse than that. I remember I went to a school disco and like my mama took photos. I actually found the photo not too long ago and I shared my story on my Facebook to like raise awareness about like how when words are said to you, how they can affect you. So like little jokes, because I was just like a goth. And I walked in and my mum was like, oh, you look the belle of the ball, and she took a photo on like a little disposable camera and kept the photo, and she's like, you look amazing. My hair was thick and frizzy, and looking back, I feel happy before I left the house that I went to the disco and all they did was absolutely torturous. And then I went home and I popped God knows how many paracetamol and I woke up on the floor, and then I had to get to the drive-in. Sorry, Durham Hospital, I always call it drive-in still, because it's still all drive-in. And they give us like the charcoal stuff and I was sick. And I remember sitting crying, and then my mum was really upset because she felt like she'd failed. And it was hard saying my mum like that, because even though I'd say my mum struggled, my mum was always my world. Like she's passed away now, God love her, but she was one of the strongest women and still is. And I had loads of strong women around us. To see her crumble like that was really difficult as well, because then I felt like, oh, I've let her down because of what I've done. But then that kind of had the knock-on effect of, I feel like I can't talk about how I feel because I don't want to hurt you and I don't want to hurt people around us. Because you end up caring too much about people, which has been my problem and still probably is my problem. Pathetic and caring person, I still put everyone else's needs before my own. And for me, like, my drive is, even sometimes when I'm still having the I'll then think, oh, I'm having a bad day. The motive what I've been living by lately is one bad day doesn't make a bad week. If you want to sit in the house in your pyjamas with your fluffy socks on and watch rubbish telly, then that's fine. If you want to sit and eat a big bar of chocolate that day, that's fine, but it's not going to impact the rest of your week. You can then get up the next day and think, I've sat and done nothing all that day. But today I feel great because I needed that day to reset. Like, I'm not a statistic, I am a survivor. And getting up every day, like, I do survive. I do have bad days, but I've learned how to live with them. And just because things is bad now doesn't mean it's going to be bad forever. There's help out there. Not necessarily to walk into your doctors and say you're struggling. It's support groups like this where we'll help you sit in a room full of people, talking to people who are exactly in the same shoes as you, and knowing you can walk over them and be like, right, you feel like this, I feel like this. So that is normal, that's fine. They might be saying, oh well, no, you shouldn't be feeling like this, but there's more people in the world who actually are feeling like this than people realise. Yeah, and you don't have to keep your mask on forever, because when you do keep that mask on forever, that's when things do get difficult. You've got to let it drop eventually, because we are only human at the end of the day.